I took my little brother to his first NBA game after he finished chemo. A drunk stranger told him his jersey was dirty. That jersey hadn't been washed in 8 months. On purpose. I took my little brother to his first NBA game because he just finished his last round of chemo, and the only thing he talked about for 8 months was seeing the Knicks play live. Bowie is 11. He was diagnosed with leukemia the week after his 10th birthday. He spent most of the last year in a hospital room with a whiteboard on the wall where he ranked his top 50 NBA players and updated it every time he watched a game from his bed. The nurses would argue with him about his rankings. One of them, a guy named Terrell, told Bowie his list was objectively wrong because he had Jalen Brunson above players Terrell grew up watching. Bowie told him respectfully, "Sir, your era is over." When Bowie finished treatment, his doctor said his scans were clean, and the first thing Bowie said was, "So can I go to a game now?" I bought 2 tickets. Not great seats. Section 214, upper level. But Bowie didn't care. He wore his Knicks jersey, the one he wore to every single chemo session because he said it was lucky. It had bleach stains from where they cleaned the IV pole next to him. He wouldn't let my mom wash it. He said the stains were part of the luck. We got to the garden, and Bowie's face when we walked through the tunnel and saw the court for the first time is something I'll remember for the rest of my life. He grabbed my arm and said, "It's real. It's actually real." We sat down and he immediately started identifying every player during warm-ups. That's when the guy next to us started. He was mid-40s, had clearly been drinking before he got there. He looked at Bowie and said, "Hey kid, nice jersey. Where'd you get the stains?" Bowie said chemo, just like that, no hesitation. The guy laughed. "Sure, kid." I looked at Bowie. He wasn't bothered. He was watching warm-ups. The game started, and Bowie was standing for every play, cheering so loud I thought he'd lose his voice. Every basket he'd grab my arm. "Did you see that? Did you see that?" Then the guy got louder, yelling at refs, spilling beer, bumping into Bowie every time he stood up. By the second quarter, he was leaning into our space. "Hey kid, sit down. You're blocking my view." Bowie sat. He looked at me. "It's okay. I don't mind sitting." But I could see the energy drain out of him. He'd been standing for 8 months to get here, and now he was sitting because a drunk man told him to. Third quarter. Knicks down 12. Bowie was still watching, but he'd gone quiet. The guy elbowed him, reaching for his beer. Didn't apologize. Then he turned to his friend and said loud enough for us, "These are the worst seats I've ever had." Surrounded by kids in dirty jerseys. I tapped him on the shoulder. He turned. I said my brother just finished chemotherapy for leukemia. He's 11. This is his first NBA game. Those stains on his jersey are from the hospital where he spent the last year fighting for his life. He's not wearing a dirty jersey. He's wearing the only thing that made him feel brave when he was too sick to stand up. The man stared at me. People around us had stopped watching the game. A woman behind us put her hand on Bowie's shoulder. A man across the aisle was filming. The drunk guy opened his mouth. Nothing came out. He looked at Bowie, then at the jersey. Then he got up and left without a word. His friend followed 30 seconds later. A security guard walked over. He crouched next to Bowie. "I heard what happened. Come with me." He walked us down from section 214 to the lower bowl. Past the lower bowl, past the tunnels. He stopped at the front row. "These two just opened up. Enjoy the game." Bowie sat down 8 feet from the court and didn't speak for 30 seconds. Then he turned to me. His eyes were full. He said, "I can see their shoes." The Knicks came back and won by 3. Bowie screamed so loud a player looked over during the celebration and pointed at him. Bowie pointed back. On the way out, a woman stopped us. She'd been sitting behind our original seats. She said, "Your brother's jersey is the most beautiful thing in this building." Bowie looked down at the bleach stains and said, "Thank you. It's lucky. He wore it home on the subway. He wore it to bed that night. He's wearing it right now as I write this. The stains are still